Hey, happy Friday to all of you. It is the Bobby Legs and Friends Friday Night Watch Talk. And I hope you guys had a great week. I had a pretty good week, Did a live stream on Tuesday and doing a live stream tonight on Friday. Weather's warmed up a little bit in the Northeast in the United States. So, but it's been quite rainy. But had a new watch come in today. So very, very excited about that for sure. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. It's the Seiko SBDC 085. It's not a new release, but it is a limited edition, like so many Seikos are, right? Pretty cool. I have it here with my monster. I mean, not my monster, my Sumo. A couple of blacked out watches. Why not? Let's go. Let's make it the 2003 a blackout watch kind of year for the Bobby Legs show. Hey, we're welcome by our friend Div. Div, thanks so much.
What's going on?
2 streams in a row, man. This is great.
Almost a record, right?
Yeah, it is almost a record. Hey, what do you got like a little evening sweater on? I like it.
It's a bit cold. I don't like cold.
But you're in the South, right? I mean, so like what is cold for you? What temperature is it out there today?
I don't know. What was it? Let me see. It's 3 Celsius, so 38, I'd say.
Oh, okay. All right, that's pretty chilly.
It's a little chilly and there's a lot of wind chill today here.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's like, below 0 Celsius,
Mm-hmm.
it still doesn't bother me as long as there's no wind. Wind is
Yeah.
what kills.
Wind's the one that gets you. And it's also like in the summer, it's not the heat, it's the humidity, right?
Yeah.
So you get a lot of that down by you, I would imagine. What do you have on wrist today?
Oh, my usual, my Formex Essence 39 Malachite
Yeah,
dial.
yes. So on Tuesday you were wearing the field one, the field watch that you got in from your buddy Beans, right? I think that's what you were wearing on Tuesday. And tonight you got. Are you like Mr. Formex now, man? I mean, are you
I don't know. I mean, somebody in my local watch group asked me the same question, like, "Hey, what's your connection to Formex?" I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I paid for the watch with my own money.
yeah.
I like the brand. It's a decent brand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bobby, I think your volume is really low.
Oh,
Honestly, I thought that my laptop was acting up,
okay.
but
No
it
worries.
seems everybody, has the same concern.
Okay, no problem. Let me see if I can boost it all up. Can you hear me better? Can you hear me better? How's that?
A little bit,
A little
but
better?
still, but still not to mark.
Okay. I will try my best to increase. I mean, I hear you loud and well. Let's see here. Let me change. How does this sound? Better? Much better?
Yeah,
Better?
better.
Okay. Well, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. This is a new headset, guys, so I'm still trying to learn the ropes around it. But to your point about Formex, I owned the GMT recently, the Reef GMT, and I thought it was a great watch. I sold it because I was picking up something else.
Hmm.
But I could definitely see myself getting another Reef, whether it be a diver or a GMT, in the future. Just excellent watch. I mean, good watches for the price you pay, right? And for the
I
specs you
mean,
get.
there's little things which can be improved,
Yeah, yeah.
especially with regards to dial QC.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I recently got a macro lens, and I like taking pictures,
Yeah.
posting them on Instagram. And so I did find, like the the hands or the second hand, like they're a bit rough.
Yeah.
I mean, not in line with the 2 grand pricing when Christopher Ward, you know, pretty much does the same thing for like 800 bucks less.
Right.
So there's definitely room for improvement, but I feel, the way this bracelet is constructed, like small links, I think it's really a good step forward. Again, the name isn't the best, people think
Mhm.
of cleaning products all the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah. Amongst other things.
amongst other things,
Yeah.
let's be
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So
But you get
yeah,
a a certified movement, right? I mean,
yeah.
COSC movement, right?
Uh,
And a 300-meter diver on the reef anyway, and it was like thin. It was like about 12 millimeters.
yeah, and this has this thing where the case, I don't know if it's a gimmick or not, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's a shock resistant case.
I think
So
I think I think when I a couple years ago when I first heard of Formex and I saw that as a feature, I thought that was really cool and necessary. I don't think I think it's just a little bit of a gimmick. I mean, is it cool? Yeah. I mean, does it add any
again,
shock protection value? I don't know.
in theory, it works.
Yeah.
I just don't want to test it because the time when that actually happens is me getting into an accident, and I really don't want that.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
like my bones how they
Yeah.
are.
Now,
Uh,
does that Essence have the quick release bracelet as well?
yes, it does.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so look, okay, so maybe not the great finishing, the best finishing in the world for the price, but you get some other cool things
Yeah,
like
dial QC is on point. I just found I want I own the Reef uh, diver for a day. I found it to be too heavy, and then I
yeah,
returned it to the store.
yeah,
I own this one, and I have my friend Beans's field watch.
yeah,
I think dial QC is on point. Like everything looks good. And I realized that the field watch has kind of like a Damasco like coating
mm,
where it's
hmm,
hardened, so even
hmm,
if you bang it on the wall, it's not
yeah,
going to get a scratch.
yeah,
I feel they're good value.
yeah,
The name, yeah, again, like they're tied to the name, right? They can't do anything better, but
yeah, yeah.
it is what.
For me the name is not an issue, but I mean I get that it is. I mean, like some people may not be turned off by the pineapple for the Steinhardt, and for me, and I always mention that as an example. But for me, like somebody said, it looked like a pineapple once, and I can't get that out of my head, and that among a few other reasons why I probably won't ever get a Steinhardt again. But I get it. Like something like a name can be a turnoff. Something like
Mm.
on the brand logo could be a turnoff for some people. I totally get that. Let's say hello to the chat. Dib. What do you say? Chaz from the Berg. It's 2:55 a.m. in Serbia. It's time for this live stream. It may need to be adjusted. Bobby likes. He's poking fun at me. I've had I do giveaways every month, Dib, right? And
Yeah,
so I've had a couple of guys who've won being from Serbia. One and their brothers. And their brothers. So like one guy won over the summer, and one guy just recently won. He just Chaz is poking a little fun that at the ship most of the winners have been outside of the United States. So, but it is what it is, I'm international, and I have to ship internationally. So, hey, Keith is here. How are you? Hey, no winners from India yet, though, Deb. So I'm looking forward to hopefully having my first.
well, the sad thing is, I mean, let's say a watch is $1,000. The poor guy who wins the watch, they have to pay $800 in duties. So
Yeah, but see, that's an amateur move. I just label that as a gift and say it's
doesn't
75
matter.
bucks.
Doesn't matter.
What?
They open your package. Every package gets opened up, and they know how to Google. You know.
All right. Okay. I guess that's maybe I'll send it with you next time you go. And you could hide it somehow. Hey, Amin, what's up, man? How
Hey
you
guys,
doing?
you have room for one more?
Absolutely. For you, anytime.
Dib's got the Technicolor coat on here.
Yeah, he's got the dream coat.
He's
Yeah.
got the dream coat. Yeah,
I don't know. My camera is really bad today, but then
it's super
again,
fly. You need the hublot with that.
Now you
Like,
need
oh yeah, oh yeah.
you need a good light in front of you, Dip. That's what it
yeah,
is,
yeah.
and that'll clean that up. But
I like it. I like
But
it.
Yeah.
but no, don't change that.
Yeah, don't change.
No, I'm not changing. Unfortunately, I just don't want to get a new laptop for myself. And whenever I do this, I just use my office laptop, and that's the worst.
Yeah, yeah,
You know how it is.
yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe one day the Bobby Legs channel can send you a laptop to use. Haman, what do you have on wrist, buddy?
I got the Planet Ocean.
Yeah, so new watch
New to
incoming. Yeah,
me.
you got it new to
New
you.
pre-owned Planet
Let's take a look.
Ocean. Let me
Let's do
get
a little
the bezel
solo
lined
layout
up.
when you're ready. Yeah.
Planet Ocean.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool.
That's a cool watch, and I think
Thank
the
you.
perfect size for the Planet Ocean. Sorry, Chaz.
Yeah. So can we talk about some of the perceived influences of you getting a watch? And I know it's not the real reason why you got it, but can we talk about it?
I guess so. I guess so. So
So yeah,
so I got an Archie luxury watch review, partially for Rob. Rob, you really wanted me to get an Archie luxury watch
totally,
review.
absolutely.
Yeah. So a
But
big
I
part of
wasn't
it
the
was
only
for Rob.
one. I wasn't the only one. But yeah.
And I told Archie, you know, I don't really like collecting the icons, and I really don't like 3-register chronographs. And that right there, that pretty much kills his advice, right? Like he always recommends the icons and the 3, and the speedy,
Yeah, yeah.
But funny enough, the first thing he thought of to say was that maybe I should get a Planet Ocean. And so now, within a couple weeks of that, I got a Planet Ocean. So no matter how much I tried to deny that it had anything to do with that, um, I'm screwed. I can never, you know what I mean? Like I'll never be able to have a plausible deniability here.
It's great.
Just,
But I gotta tell you, while I love the Planet Ocean,
yeah.
it's, to me, knowing you now and knowing what your collection looks like, it's the most un-Amin watch.
I was surprised. I mean, when you came, and told us, "Hey, I got a Planet Ocean," I'm like, "Oh, really?" Yeah.
But
I've
it's a
always
great
loved
watch.
this watch.
Yeah.
I mean, before I was a watch, whatever we are, watch hobbyist, obsessed, whatever. I like this watch. There was a guy at work who had it, and I loved it.
Yeah.
At the time, it was way more than I think retail was like $6,000. Even with the discount, I was never going to spend that much money on a watch. So I just liked it, and I kind of liked it from afar. And it's a little off the main track for what most people get. I think a lot more people get, Seamaster 300 meter or divers or Rolex. Time Hill. Amin got the Planet Ocean because Archie told him to. It's just, you know what? I've had some, I think this is not too far off the IWCs I've gotten, you know what I mean? And I have gotten plenty of kind of more mainstream watches. I had an Aquaterra 2 years ago,
And you've had a Speedmaster.
I've had a Speedy Pro, so I'm not, it's not that on me. Somebody asked what size it is. It's 42 millimeters. So 42 millimeters. And then Dib wanted dimensions. So I can give you dimensions right now, Dib. The lug to lug, not including the way the bracelet sticks out, is 47.4. Including the way the bracelet sticks out, Dib.
That's like
You know what I'm talking about,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
53.3 in that dimension, including everything. And what else did you want? Thickness?
Yeah.
Now thickness, I don't care. I mean, that watch for me,
15.9.
yeah. I mean, it looks very proportionate to me.
Yeah.
The size. That's the one thing I really dislike about the 39 millimeter Planet Ocean.
Yeah.
It just looks a bit, tubby.
Tubby,
Or-
yeah. Hey Bruno, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. I'll tell you this much, Amin. The Planet Ocean has been on my radar for a really, really long time. So has many watches, right? I kind of like say that phrase too much, but it's true. Back in the early 2000s, I had a couple of friends who were watchmakers, and they worked for Richemont. And after I had bought like my GP and then started kind of getting into watches, um, I would ask them for advice and ask them like, what should I get? And they always told me two watches, right? Both of them, independently of each other, would say, you got to get an El Primero, and you got to get a Planet Ocean. And this is when I think around the time they went from the ETA base to more the coaxial.
Mm.
Because they were really the coaxial movement kind of just like I think came out like around that time when I was talking to them, and they were really high up on it. They were really impressed with it,
Mm.
and they were like, yeah, get a Planet Ocean. You know what I mean? Like that's a good watch. Oh, look at I don't know with the different camera angles. Oh my
So
god.
it's the fit on the wrist is good, right?
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
let me let me do a
Good.
solo layout there. Yeah, yeah, looks good. And that's titanium again, you said?
No,
No,
this is steel.
Steel. Okay.
Yeah, but I can't. Let me see if I can get a. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Very nice. Oh, there's Deb. Sorry, Deb. Let's continue with the chat. Hey, Wilson. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Mountain Standard Time Rob is here. How are you, sir? Um, Bill K, how you doing? Hey, Greg is here. What is up? Ben, my friend, how are you? Good to see you. Sympathy for the bezel. You guys ready to get this S started? Ronald Munn. Yeah, nice little Howard Stern reference. Uh, Silent Night, Christmas over. So hopefully my audio is better, guys. Sorry. Um, Conspiracy checking in from Pittsburgh. Ben, he's wearing his Laurier Hyperion GMT. Just came back from a warranty repair. Guys, let us know what you're wearing. Um, Kevin S., don't they have heat in the condo, Dave?
I do, but I don't like the heat.
Okay.
I like my temperature to be just right. Neither too hot, not too cold.
You're
I'm a
like
fussy.
Goldilocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Joe Silva, all the way from PA. All right. Watch Medicine Bobby saying temperature is 65 degrees right now in southern Florida. Must be nice. Hey, Thomas Burnett's here. How you doing, Thomas? Good to see you. Dib, the Formex brand ambassador. Okay, so I guess I'm hoping you guys can still hear me now. I'm just going through all the chat. I'm catching up. I hear your mouse. I hear your mouse. Yeah. Yeah. What's happening? Much better with the mic. Thanks, Nerio. Appreciate it. Jim T very low. Okay, let me just get going here. Underachieving watch collector. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Canadian Watch Monkey is here. How you doing? What's going on? Hey, Young Excellency, you're just joined as a member. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much, and please be sure to email me. That should be in the description, and we can get you into the Bobby Legs Loves Watches Discord server where we can chat with
Nice.
all of our friends and talk watches and whatnot. Thank you, Young Excellency. Appreciate it. Um, Floor is here. How you doing, sir? Justin is strapped in. Justin, I think, was about to go buy Planet Ocean today from David SW, but then it was sold.
I heard he had got two more.
Oh, David SW?
Yeah, let's see what he's got.
Yeah, you want to pull
Yeah,
it up?
while you keep going,
Okay.
I'll pull him up.
Maison One is here. How you doing, sir? Meznine is here. What's going on?
I have a sneaky feeling there's gonna be another Planet Ocean in our group real soon. Not me, not me. I'm not a Planet Ocean person, at least right now.
I like him. I like him. Hey, Chris from the Luxury Bazaar. Hey, Chris, great stream the other day with
Mhm.
Watch Chris and Roman joining in. Very, very informative. Good setup, Chris. Really enjoyed it. I was able to get in and out a few times there, and you guys were not on for like over an hour, and it was awesome. It was awesome because I had a couple things I had to do. I would come back, listen to you guys for a few minutes, and then come out again. But it was great. Um, yeah, got it.
Yep.
Amin. Okay.
So he's got two. This one looks like exactly the same one I have, except his is a little newer, 2019, same
Yeah.
model but more recently sold. Little bit better condition probably than mine, and a little more than I paid. So I think that's a good price though, considering everything. David SW, probably still under Omega warranty.
Dib, you got your ear to the ground when it comes to secondary pricing for most watches. I don't know if you follow the Planet Ocean pricing as diligently as you do others. What do you think about that for 3,600 this
From
watch?
David SW, yeah, it's a good price.
Yeah, because you get warranty, you get reputation as well,
You,
right?
you get a 1 year warranty, and I'm assuming Omega still had the 5 year warranty for this watch in 2019, so you're still
Yeah.
covered by Omega's warranty. And like David SW is a public facing dealer, so you have to add a little bit of money for that reason. Like if you're
Yeah.
buying from an AD like Toppers or Feldmar or Exquisite, it's the tax you have to pay. But then again, you don't have to worry that this watch is fake or
Mm.
Hmm.
been roughed up. Like they'll stand behind their word. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not perfect. I can see a little tiny bit of wear on it, but I think that's still a good deal, especially from him. Is he going to put tax on this? Do you know? No.
no,
Okay.
No.
All right.
I
Good
like
deal.
this. I know that I have other friends who have the Planet Ocean, but I like Kevin calling it the Planet Almond. I think that's awesome. I think we're gonna go with that.
It's better than the Planet Archie. Let me tell you.
it has to be the Planet Archie.
I stand
Why did I
corrected.
say that? Why did I say that? Bobby likes to turn me
Archie
into a meme.
influenced you
He's
into
gonna put
buying the
together some
watch.
music. I know that some kind of Archie and me mashup in a freaking Bobby Legs
Exactly.
production is going to happen.
It might happen.
Instead of the Fuckteruni, you have the
Oh,
Fucktissimo.
yeah,
Just
just go back to wearing the Batman.
Planet Archie.
At least now I can say Batman on this show.
wait. I'm in Yeah, that was the extra long version.
F me dead. God.
Oh, I've been dying to play that for such a long time.
It was a great stream with Chris and Roman. That was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I learned. I think I learned what I've heard. I learned a lot, right? I mean, especially how, as a content creator, like what is drawing in a lot of people. Look, Roman has a totally different type of approach and totally different type of show than I do, and even Watch Chris does, right? Totally different, and he's at a different level, right? But there was still some things that I took away from that I thought was very, very interesting. Anything stood out in that conversation, Amin or Dib?
I missed the stream, so
Yeah.
I did not have
I
a
like
chance
hearing
to-
about Watch Chris, Grail, Justin. Yeah, no, there are a lot of things, a lot of different, a lot of things on there.
Yeah. It's all on my radar. Yeah, absolutely. My radar is all encompassing. It sure is. Hey, Pete is here. How you doing, Pete? Every watchmaker wants you to have an El Primero. It pays their kids' school fees. Sure. The servicing fee. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point, Pete.
So here's the thing: it's not that much more expensive than a speedy service. The speedy service runs around $800-850. If you look at Zenith's page, I think they have a chart. the full El Primero service is around 950. It's not too much, like obviously it's a lot of money, right? It's $1,000 with
Yeah.
shipping, in tax, everything, but it's a complicated chronograph, right?
Did Bobby just ram together coaxial and turn it to coaxial? Absolutely. I guarantee you I did. We can go back to the tape, afterwards. I probably definitely called it coaxial. Ouch. Their advice was to get the Torno Gotham. No. Ouch. Ooh,
Bobby,
that
you're
hurts.
very far behind in the chat, I think.
I know, man. But I mean, like, I'm trying to do my best. Okay. Let me scroll. This is where I need my intern. This is why I need my intern. If Hobby Bobby would get us as a producer, just my list could flow and not have to troubleshoot.
I think our friend Kevin hit on the right name. Planet Amchi.
Planet
Oh
Ouch.
man.
So that's a winner.
Uh,
Amchi in Marathi, which is a language in India, means ours. So our planet, it all rhymes, to me at least.
Not cool.
Joey B wearing the Zulu tonight. PG. As the world continues to open up and traveling returns, I pulled out my marathon GSAR travel piece. Unassuming, takes a beating from mountains to ocean. What are your go-to travel watches? Great question, PG. Yeah, marathons are awesome watches. I would say that lately, and I haven't been doing much traveling over the last couple of years, but the traveling that I've done, I'm wearing a G-Shock. I'm just wearing a G-Shock. For me, it's just something easy to put on. I don't have to worry about it. If I lose it, so what? If it gets damaged, so what? And nobody's gonna bother me over it. Dip.
Depends on the location. If I'm going back to India, I'll wear my Rolex. I don't care. Hey,
All right, Deb.
Right.
Make sure you
Hi.
clean up your language. Hey there.
what?
What's going on, Isabella?
Uh, uh, mm,
Did you get anything now that Daddy got a new watch today?
no.
How
She
about a
likes
new
to buy
iPhone?
Robux for a game
Yeah.
called
I think you need a new iPhone.
Roblox.
Yeah.
You need an iPhone?
What? No.
No?
No.
My kids are already begging me for an iPhone.
Oh.
I'm embarrassing her. All right.
Aw.
See ya.
Good night, Isabella. Take care. So I'm sorry, Dib. So it depends on where you're going. I didn't
If
catch that
I'm
last
going
part.
back to India, I'll 100% wear my Rolex. Nobody cares. Nobody knows what it is. There's a very, like, I'd rather my Rolex in my hometown city in India than wear it in LA or downtown Atlanta. I'm not going downtown with my Rolex. I don't want to get shot,
Yeah,
or mugged or robbed.
yeah.
No,
No, it's not easy. It's not easy being you, man. I mean, in the streets with nice watches. You don't want to be done like Biggie or Tupac
I mean,
for sure.
people people know about watches, at least in the US, in the Western world, and like they're always trying to. And again, I'm not saying all people, but robberies do happen. I
Yeah,
take my
no,
chances in my home city.
gotcha. Amin, what is your go-to travel watch?
I go to travel watch.
As he's shopping for watches right now.
No, I really don't know. When I was, no, I'm not shopping. I'm reading the comments. I mean, usually I don't travel that much, but when I do, I probably take something inexpensive. Like I went
Yeah.
to Paris with my family for a week or two. I wore a yellow dial SKX,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, something not too pricey that I don't have to think about.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. I used to travel around with my Panerai.
Mm.
But now the last couple times it's just G-Shock. Like I'm gonna go to Puerto Rico next month.
Like I think I would wear this
G-Shock.
though. I think I wouldn't
Yeah.
not wear a luxury watch, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
wear
Planet
something
Ocean.
that's yeah. I think I'd wear this. It's
Yeah, I
pretty
think
muted.
I would too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sympathy
It's got a
for
jump hour, so it's good
Oh,
for
nice.
travel. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can jump the hour independently, forward or back.
Yeah. City for the bezel is saying, I have a feeling the PO will be updated soon. They might get rid of the valve like they did with the Ultra Deeps.
I like the valve.
You do? Do you like the
Yeah,
valve?
yeah.
Okay.
I actually, it makes it more distinctive. It makes it different.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Plus, when I go, to 600 meters, it
Yeah.
comes in handy.
Absolutely. Totally get that. Canadian Watch Monkey finally picked up the Black Bay 58 Blue for the right price at 2,200. Great price. Great price. Time LG stock, but I still don't know how it works. Justin R says, I wear the watch on my wrist. Scratches be damned. Fair enough. For traveling, Maison wears, I will shortly have the Zen EZM 3F I just ordered today. It's about 10 to 14 days away. Nice. Newsflash. A man named Dib gets mugged in India. Amin needs to be putting the Archie background since Archie seems to be living in Amin's head. You used to have that background, right, Amin?
I do, in fact. I'll gotta
Okay.
please the audience, right?
Yeah, there it is.
I got the classic Archie background.
Yeah, that's pre robbery. Rick saying, on the mean streets of Naples, Florida, I wear pretty much whatever I want. Kevin S travels with the Seiko Astron. Okay. Greg S saying the Tudor Black Bay GMT is a great travel watch. Okay. Is my guy a Howard alum?
Indeed.
All right. I liked wearing the North Flag when I travel, says Joey B. Okay. Hey, Peninsula. That's welcome, Peninsula. I think you're new. I haven't seen you around. Hey, Navy Blue Monster is here. I travel with the 556, the Zen, and some straps. Waven, he travels with his Peacock. When he went to Arizona last week. Oh, very nice. And Bobby with the jokes here. We need to update the background with a broken safe. Oof. That's pretty harsh. That's pretty harsh. So I mean, nothing really much has come out since Tuesday, right, guys? I mean, I haven't really seen.
Well, we didn't talk about the Oris with
Okay.
the
Yeah. Let's talk about the
with the
Oris. Let me just pull it up.
and there was a new SUF Helsinki watch.
Yes, I have that at the ready. So let's take a look at that first. Let me share that. Okay, there you go. So a little bit of a different look here with this more of a that's not really fume, but it's more of a sunray kind of like finish to the dial.
Kind of both, right?
Yeah, a little bit both, right?
Yeah.
I like these. I really do. This is Sarpaneva's. Is it Sarpaneva or
Yeah.
Lunlanen? The Sarpaneva's, yeah.
Sarpaneva.
This is like his second brand.
Yep. But I was surprised recently to find out he makes very few of these. So it's like both of his brands. It's like I feel like the ones that are Sarpaneva branded, he makes like something like 25 or 50 a year, and then these are like less than 100 a year. It's not like he makes a ton of them.
These pieces are 25 each, so I'm pretty sure they're already sold out.
Yeah, and look, I mean, this is good. This is a good looking piece. I mean, I really like this compared to the other ones. The other ones are very cool too, but I like the way this looks way more than any of the other ones. And we're just talking about different dial colors and variations. But that looks really sharp. I really like that a lot. What is the pricing on these? Yeah, 3,100.
See, for that price, it has a
much.
Soprod. It's a Soprod movement. I still don't know the long-term viability of this movement, so I'd be wary, in putting my money down for that. 3,700 euros. So you're pretty much gonna. I think the euro versus dollar is like 1 to 1 right now.
Pretty close, right? Yeah.
Plus, you'd have to pay import duties, so which would put it close to 4 grand.
Hmm.
This at $2,000, which the older SUF Helsinki's were, I think those were good prices, but at 4 grand,
Yeah.
it's a different market, you know.
I,
Uh,
I I agree. I mean, Topper's had a few of them in the last few months, and they were selling probably in the mid twos to low twos, depending on the dial color.
mhm.
And that's probably still a little bit more than I would like to spend on these. Um, but they're good looking. They're good looking. What do you think, Amin?
I think it's good looking. I do think it's a lot of money, and it's probably because they make so few of them.
Yeah.
And it's not. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Dib.
Rick finds these boring. Just get a used Helios for $900. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's not a bad alternative. Perfect series beater watch would be my Marathon General Purpose Quartz. Very cool little composite watch with tritium tools. I think I've had one of those on the channel for review. They are pretty cool. Bruno saying there's nothing special about the watch. Okay, so let's check out that Oris that also came out.
Let's look at that James Lamb too when you get a
Yeah,
chance.
yeah.
We could do
Well,
Oris. We could do Oris first.
well, I'm right here. I'm right here. So these are pretty interesting watches, right?
Yeah, I think they are. There's a lot of handmade aspect to them. I think the dials are some kind of laser process and then enameled over them.
Mm-hmm.
I think the cases are made of silver. I wish Joe were here to do justice to this. But a lot of independent watchmaking, a lot of craftsmanship here. To Salida, I think. So the movement's not the main draw. I think it's like a $10,000 watch, but they're cool looking. I think they're cool looking.
Yeah, you don't even get to see the movement in the back
Yeah.
there. And that's fine. I mean, the dial is
very
probably,
low numbers, very low. Yeah.
Let's get a price here on these.
I think they're close to 10 grand.
Yeah, 8,900, excluding taxes. Manual wine Salida, enamel laser engraved silver dial with blue enamel ceramic pad.
I think I'd applaud the watchmaker for doing this, but if I had to spend my own money, I'd get the Satori Billard
Mm.
SBO5.
Mm.
That's what I would get, or a Line watch at this price range.
I've been thinking about getting another Sartori Billard.
Mm.
I've been playing around with that. But there's so many choices, so many options. It's it's hard to pick. Can we do that Seiko?
Oh yeah.
Oris
We're definitely
going
to do the Seiko. I wanted to. This is the Oris you're talking about, right, Dip?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get an image up here. We'll do this. Okay, so tell us a little bit about this, Deb. What do you think?
It's a good movement. And again, I'm so. I mean, Oris is like bland porridge for me. That brand has never, moved the needle for me. I mean, I think it looks nice.
Do you respect Oris, Dip?
I respect Oris, but I would never buy it. Yeah. I mean, like props for to them for making a movement. How much is the price? Like probably less than 5 grand, right? But again, like it just doesn't move the needle for me.
I tell you what. I like this. I do like this. I think it's not. I feel like some of these big pointers dates that are very similar have a very similar look, or a little bit too vintagey looking for me. And this is just slightly less of that look. I respect Oris, I do. And you know what? I mean, if the price is right on this one, I mean, it's something that I would consider. But not at 4,200. You know, maybe 2,200.
I mean,
And
you can't say that. I mean, yes, it looks like a $2,200 watch because they have a big pointer in that price range, but it's still a brand new movement, right? So they
hmm
have to charge more money. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but realistically, well, honestly, given the way how Oris tanks in the secondary,
yeah,
all right, I take my statement back.
yeah, I like it at 2,200. What do you say, Amin? Do you like it at 2,200 or you like it at 1,800?
I don't love it, and I
You
like those old
respect it though.
fashioned looking.
Yeah,
I respect it. I like
yeah.
those old fashioned ones better, actually.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, I'm a little bit like I feel like the redial fake Orises have messed up the brand image for me. Seeing
hmm
those on eBay,
hmm
um, but yeah, I don't love it.
Trace Barton, he likes everything about this besides the size. 40 millimeter, and I'm buying it. Um, Excellently says, I really like the Oris, but for the price, the competition is just more compelling. Yep,
I mean,
good point.
Oris has plenty of people who love the
Mm.
watches, the brand, what it represents. It's still a standalone brand. You know, no corporate entity has bought it out. So there's a
Huge
lot of
respect.
respect for the brand. But I just look at it and, again, like Canadian Watch Monkey included a quip where I have no taste. I don't. I like Hublots. So if you were to judge me in that caliber, I'm like, hey, this dude has no taste. But whenever I look at that, I just feel there's so many other watches I could buy.
hmm
I never felt like, oh, all right, tomorrow I need to go and buy an Oris.
I see
Exactly.
some Orises that I do like, and I definitely respect their movement innovation here. I think it's good they're going down that track. Just this particular one is not my favorite Oris.
Yeah, I mean, look, again, I think Oris is one of these brands where every once in a while there's something that I like, but I'm never gonna end up buying it. You know, like I already know. Like Div said, I mean, I'm not gonna wake up in the morning. I'm like, you know what? I could go for today. I could go for an Oris. That's happened 0 times since I've been alive, and it's probably gonna remain that way. Just no disrespect. It's just like it's just not. It doesn't. Huge respect for the brand, but it's not
Yeah, I
for me.
mean, uh, eh, throughout my watch collecting journey, and I use quotes because that's what we do. I mean, like TGV, Teddy B, Theo, and the other one. Uh, they all, like in uses videos to influence our purchase decisions, right? And Oris has been a YouTuber favorite, right? And, like
hmm
they throw their watches at every
Yep.
YouTuber they can get. Bobby, you need to get on that. You need to get,
Maybe I do.
yeah.
I do like the
Uh,
look of this movement here,
Yeah.
and some of these pictures look more appealing to me than the other one.
Yeah.
Um, so I think there's some cool stuff here.
Bill K saying at 2,200 it would have a Selena movement. Yeah, it's true.
I'm talking used.
Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, that's what we're talking. We're talking used.
I
Especially.
mean, I think the pricing is exactly in line
hmm
with the brand new movement.
hmm
It's not bad. But again, like personally, I just never feel like I wake up and I need to buy Norris.
Yeah. Maison saying Oris are one of the old independents. They are having to be creative to come up with their own movements to be part of the modern watch industry. Absolutely, and they do it by themselves. Absolutely, totally get it. Joy B, I used to love Oris. I miss the Roberto Clemente, but I generally lost interest in them. Rick saying I respect Oris, but not likely to ever buy one. Um, Kevin S likes the Omar Moreno edition. Uh, that Oris needs. Oh, don't set me off, whole milk. Don't set me off. that cloisonne dial. No, it doesn't. Nobody ever needs that dial, ever on anything. Joey B, the best part of waking up is Oris and Bobby likes fuck. Name a better diver than the Aquas at under $2,000.
Easy. Formex Reef.
Or
Why?
Seiko something. For me. Not better. I wouldn't say better.
I
But
don't think
stylistically, I'd rather have a Seiko.
I don't think better should be the word we should use, because every watch has their own, unique design. A Doxa Sub 300T comes to mind. Is it the best watch? No. But is it a very distinctive watch with a lot of heritage and history? Yes. So,
A lot of Seikos. I like a lot of Seikos at that price point.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying that the Aquas is not is a bad diver, or for 2000. I mean, I think it's a good diver for 2000 or 2000, but I think the I would agree wholeheartedly with both the offerings from Dib and Amin here. I take an Formex, and I take a various Seiko divers before I take an Aquas. Does that make me a bad person? Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Speaking about Seiko diver, not quite under 2,000, but not that much over 2,000, and that is the new Seiko SLA. What is it? The SLA 65. Now these are going for around.
065.
Yeah. What did I say? I'm sorry. These are going for about 2,900. Dib, you like this? Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna place an order. I think my friend Ajay is gonna place an order.
I'm tempted.
You're tempted. I want Chas to do the deed too, but he has some other watches which are coming in, so he doesn't want to overextend himself. Again, this is what I would buy. Like I'll get a okay discount for it. Heritage, they have cheapened out a little bit with things which kind of annoy me with this watch, but I still think it's a great design. They increase the case size. The dial is an astrolabe dial. It's something which it's something to do with astronomy, where what was it? Where astronomers used it to, what's it called? All right, I'm reading from the monochrome watches. It's an astrolabe, ancient navigational tool that seafarers used to determine the latitude and longitude. Anyway, Seiko isn't doing all that, but I like the design.
Yeah, I like it too. Amin, you like this, right?
I don't know about this astrolabe pattern. It's like, I'm not sure if I like it. I want to see it in person.
Yeah.
But I like the overall, this what do you call it? The 62 miles kind of Seiko.
I do.
I
do as well. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think like
I honestly thought.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Bobby.
I was gonna say.
I honestly thought the pricing would be high.
You thought it was gonna be higher, right?
Go ahead, Bobby.
No. You thought this was gonna be a higher price.
Yeah, it's $2,900.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the SLA 043, or was it the 037, the one with the ever brilliant steel, that was close to 45 with the same movement, the limited edition. So I thought this would be around 3,700, given the way Seiko has been increasing prices.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The one thing where they have cheapened out is if you look at the lume plots, if you compare them to the Marine Master 300, you can clearly see, like how they have cheapened out.
You think that kind of rounded glossy thing is cheaper?
It's cheaper.
It's like that my Willard has that kind of lume looking.
Yeah. So again, like your Willard is what's it retail?
$1,000 watch.
$200. Yeah. So it's not at the same level as the Marine Masters.
Mm.
I think if you can tolerate the weight, which I can't, I'm a wimp. The Marine Master is still the best Seiko diver you can get. Full stop.
Yeah. Kevin S. It would have been really cool in Ever Brilliant Steel, but would have been more money. Dan doesn't like the pattern.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like this pattern.
I'm like you, Amin. I will have to see it in person, but I have a feeling I'd like it. I have a feeling I'd like it in person. Like I got this gut feeling, and usually, when I feel this way, I'm usually dead on. So although I'm a little apprehensive, I think I would like it. Yeah, that handset's great, right? Justin R, a nice Bathscape homage, huh?
Yeah, I don't see. Well, the hands are different, the indices are different. Certainly, this looks better than those nipples on the bathyscarf. So
Okay.
I'd take this over a Blancpain any day. But then
Ooh.
again, I'm very cold towards the entire brand.
Yeah.
Like Blancpain, like the needle, it barely moves. For me, at least.
Pressed indices or applied?
Looking at it, I feel it's not applied; it's pressed. And I can definitely see where Seiko saved money.
Yeah. Anyway, I like it.
Seiko's maybe missing an opportunity to do different stuff with their dials. I mean, they've got fairly affordable dress watches with all kinds of dials: lacquer, Oroshi, porcelain, enamel. But then on their divers, they never do that stuff.
Well, I mean, they're doing some different things with their recent Save the Oceans, right? With some of that texture, glacier kind of like pattern. I had one very like a ice blue. It was like an MM200 body a case. I forget I'm terrible with the reference numbers, but that had a nice little pattern to it, some textured look to it, and so I don't know. I think they are starting to do that with divers. They just came out with that's a slim turtle with that same type of texture dial.
Yeah, but I think what Amin means is that I mean, you have different textures, you have different patterns, but if they were to combine that with for example, the porcelain dials, maybe it wouldn't be so effective because they can't really apply lume on a porcelain dial. But with
oh, that's probably what it is. They can't lume and enamel. They can't lume and whatever the combos.
Oh, but here's the thing. Again, they're raising prices so crazily, right?
Yeah.
So why not have an application like Panerai, have a loom disc, put the enamel on top, loom glows. Again,
waffle dial.
if they charge $4,000 for that, I'd probably pay the money, because that is an expensive application, right? So they can't do it on a lower end watch.
Like a sandwich dial. That's what I meant to say. Like a
Yeah.
sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, I think if they were to do that, I mean, you're already mentioning how the prices are going up. I think these divers would be in a price point that would kind of maybe be encroaching Grand Seiko kind of territory. So maybe they just don't. It's not part of their business model. Anyway, let's Big Risk. Thanking everybody for getting him over 900 subs. Congratulations, my friend. Awesome.
Congrats.
And
Yeah,
and that
congratulations.
1,000 is close for you. Hope you get it really, really soon. The original Seikos were based on the old Bathies. Kevin S is saying there's waffle dial on the Sumo ice divers. I don't know if you guys are maybe more articulate with answering this question for Steve. What is the difference between pressed indices and applied? Kevin saying pressed one are pressed up on the back of the dial, not applied on top. Okay. Yes, congrats.
I think it's more automated, right? To press it from behind than it is to try to
Yes.
Yeah.
apply them on top.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, I think it's a good looking watch, and it's what 1,300 pieces or 1,200 pieces, Deb.
Yeah, it's 1,200 pieces, and again, the price point is pretty attractive considering the recent price increases. I was surprised. I mean, when I saw 3,000 euros, the US price is always cheaper because we don't factor in tax, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was pretty surprised, you know.
Okay. Anything else that we haven't touched upon? We talked about the Bell and Ross last Tuesday and the Grand Seikos. So you think you're definitely a buyer here then, Deb, for that one, right? If you get
I,
the
I,
right price.
I think I am.
Yeah.
Let's see, because I mean, it's so freaking annoying because I have so many watches coming in, and I keep buying and buying and just
Mm-hmm.
waiting for the watch. I mean, so I'm trying to hold myself back, but I'm weak with Seiko, you know.
Yeah. Dib, I think I know the answer to this one. Favorite release from LVMH this week?
I no, not it's not a Hublot.
Oh, I see. I thought, okay. Go ahead.
I still have to give it to the 60th anniversary tag.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really nice piece. And
Yeah.
see, the thing which I liked about the release, people already have the watch on their wrist.
Yeah, they do.
So it's a limited edition 600-piece watch.
Somebody's already flipping it on Facebook.
I don't care, you know, like
Yeah,
if somebody wants to flip it, go ahead, make money.
yeah.
Fine. But my point is, you know, Tag did not make anybody wait. Like
Hmm.
Omega Aqua Terras, the colorful dials which they
Oh, yeah.
launched last year, still not at the boutique.
Yeah.
Like, why? The Ultra Deeps are getting in now. My Cartier, they launched it in March. I still don't have an ETA when I'm going to get it. So
Yeah.
props to Tag for, you know, handing the watches to their customers and not making them wait.
Yeah, I'm with you on that that tag release. I think that was my favorite, just because lately I've been really into, well, just been looking a lot of videos and pictures of tag chronos. So you know that when that came out, I'm like, oh yeah, give me some more of that, and that was my favorite. Um, Amin has a disembodied arm in the stream. Orange and Tag outperformed this week. Carrera and Monza were perfect. The arm owner is so happy you noticed. I like the Tag Monza until I saw the price. Yeah, they were pretty rough with the prices. But Amin, anything in particular of the LVMH releases?
I would say I like all Zeniths, but I'll probably get some. I'm just kidding, because Archie said get any Zenith.
Get any Zenith. Yeah. Would you one of his like suggestions was an El Primero, right? I think that's what
I think
he
he
said.
really said any Zenith.
He said any
Yeah.
Zenith. But would you?
The regular
s-
El Primero is not. I like it, but I it's not for me.
Yeah. But the thing about El Primero, I mean, there's like 20 million of them, right? 20 million different versions.
There's really, I can't think of one that would be for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like that Parmigiani, the King Charles Parmigiani that has the El Primero movement. I like that watch.
Oh,
The-
yeah.
but I'm gonna leave that for Marcus.
Yeah, for sure. Any Zenith will do.
Yeah.
Well, folks, it's 10 o'clock. Great show. Dib, Amin, thank you so much for
Thank you guys.
for joining us, joining me tonight. Chat, as always, great job. You are the heart and soul of the stream, and I really appreciate it. And hey, anything on your radar besides this Seiko, Dib or Amin? Anything else? I mean, are you taking a break, Amin? Are you got the plan out?
Take a break.
I promised Wolfie no buying till end of Feb, but
I'm gonna watch fast until at least until
The next time you buy a watch.
no.
I mean,
Well,
last year you said you won't buy anything, and then you had like 15 watches by April. So
I'm gonna watch fast until both of you get a watch.
God.
No, a new watch.
Oh, okay.
I have watches which I need, which needs to come in, but again, I'm waiting for them. Canadian Watch Monkey, I'm not offended. Keep them coming. I really have a thick skin, so go ahead.
Yeah. No, the one.
It's a debate, right? Not
Yeah.
everybody has the same choices.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the thing like the Aquis and compared to Seiko or Longines or Doxa, just purely like what you're feeling at the moment, and they're all high quality watches, and it's the style you like at the moment, the brand you like at the moment. There's no right answer there.
Yeah. And we'll give Kevin the last word here. Amin taking a break since he got a watch today. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. See you Tuesday. Take care.
See you all.
See
Bye.
you guys.